We saw, the madness that has been in little examples, right? And again, it's not a direct line, but again, it's the message being sent about acceptable and unacceptable behaviours, right? About, people have a right to protest, but the idea that, they can just go wherever they want in that protest because the fear is if we get in the way, then somehow someone's going to start kicking a door in. Well, what message does that begin to send about who, frankly, are the good guys and the bad guys in the conflict du jour, politics issue du jour? If you were the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom, and I get it, and this had happened in your country, what would you be saying to the authorities as a result if something like this, God forbid, did happen there?
Well, I'd say that marches that happen either in Melbourne or in Birmingham, UK, marches at which people leading the marches are able, through loud hailers, to call for global intifada, to cry out the chant from the river to the sea. I would say to the police that this is above and beyond the rights of free speech in a public place. This is literal incitement aimed around Israel, Zionism, and Jewry as a whole. And I repeat the point I made a minute ago. If any other ethnic group was to go out and chant slogans that would basically talk about the eradication of another ethnic group, it wouldn't be allowed. Now, the problem you've got in Australia, the problem we've got here, is we've already allowed this to go so far. And if you start to get tough with the policing, well, you're going to have protests. It won't be easy. But if you don't do it, then you'll have to ask yourself a question in a few short years. What actually is Australia? What actually is the UK? What are our values? What do they mean? Because frankly, this is a threat to our way of life. It's a civilizational threat to the values, the standards of everything that's been built and defended over centuries. That is just how serious this is.
And finally, how important is it that the leaders of the faith come out and are absolute about the right for Jews to freely move amongst the society and to be able to have their religious observances? Again, nobody's suggesting that, an entire faith and therefore its representatives have to speak on the behalf of these nutters. We all know that, but if I don't say that, people will think that we're having a conversation we're not having. But how important is it that the mainstream turns around and shows that part of the mainstream is the existence of the people who are the complete opposite of you?
Absolutely. And the one ray of sunshine, if there is one, from the last few days on Bondi Beach, is that the brave guy who took out the gunman was a Muslim himself. And I say this to everybody, we don't want to engage in a holy war. The vast majority of Muslim people living in Britain, living in Australia, are very, very decent, integrated people. Their kids play with our kids. They want to get on and live good lives. But there's this extreme element of Islam that's been able to develop. And I would just draw this last point, if I may.
Please.
If you go to the United Arab Emirates or many of the Middle Eastern Muslim countries, you will find that the Muslim Brotherhood is a banned, prescribed terrorist organization, because we know across the world they are the ones promoting evil. They are the ones involved with training those that go out and commit atrocities. So come on, Great Britain, come on, Australia, follow the lead from moderate Muslim countries with big populations who are friends of ours. This actually doesn't just affect indigenous Australian or British communities. This affects every Muslim living in our countries too. We have to root out extremism, and prescribing the Muslim Brotherhood would be a very good start.
Excellent point. Thank you, mate. Lovely to talk to you. We'll see you again next week, hopefully under, obviously different circumstances. All the best. Thank you, Nigel. Nigel Farage, the leader of the Reform Party in the United Kingdom.